Okay.
Alright, so... I don't know. How do you want to start this?
I don't know, mate. How do we want to start this? Welcome, YouTube.
Is this on, what if we post this on Vimeo, Daily Motion?
Vimeo and Daily Motion.
You never know.
It's true. Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet. Isn't there someone that uses that call sign?
Yes, Matt Pat.
Oh, no. We've already started beef with Matt Pat in like 8 podcasts.
I know.
If those are... Okay, anyhow. We're WJ. So, tonight...
If you have seen...
Any of the other ones we've done, I have no idea what they're called. I have no idea if they're released. They're
fake. They're fake news.
All fake news. Today it's just me and Adam. Or I, Sam. This is my voice. Get accustomed to it. And Adam, speak. That's his.
Hello.
He's the other person.
Hello.
So we're going to be discussing something we hold a big passion for is the genre.
The metals.
The
heavy metals.
Genre of heavy metal. And so this is like the first. Chronologically, this is the first we recorded just us. So we're like, cool. What's a band we really gel over? Periphery.
The metalcore giants that they are.
Well, okay. Okay, hold on. Metal. Oh, that already hurts. So yeah, me and Adam, I swear we have better taste than liking Periphery.
We do. It may not be apparent just yet, but believe me.
We listen to a lot of underground shit, know our genres and stuff. Like, I love my OSDM, my new wave of British heavy metal, my Canadian power metal.
You don't like power metal or
I hate
British heavy metal.
Look, we know our genres. We're not plebes that just listen to Periphery.
We like black metal, bro.
Yeah, like we I swear we have respectable taste, but Periphery was a band we got into when was it? It was a few years ago now, when we were like first really getting into metal. So like we had no idea that like taste was a thing.
Yeah.
So we just like enjoyed, the dank djent riffs, the polyrhythms, and all the sick choruses, and like okay, look, Periphery. We both think they're great.
They are. They're jams. They're jams.
They're straight jammers. I think they're good songwriters. I think they're all technically great. Like Spencer does have a poppy voice and like
has shit lyrics.
Like number one knock against Periphery. Like I will say shit lyrics. Some of their songs have like okay meanings, but for the most part, it's like
just garbage,
straight garbage. But anyhow. Like, Spencer's a good vocalist, and, like, despite the insane poppy choruses on most songs, like, they're still a good band. And despite the djent genre label...
Okay, here's the thing. Look.
Don't do this the whole time.
I am not saying djent is not a genre. But, like, what else do you call it, man? There's no other sound.
I'd say modern progressive metal.
Yeah, which is
what it is. But
well, I feel like modern progressive metal is either a Dream Theater copy or just djent. So
or like Polyphia.
Yeah,
they're not even metal. Never mind. Or like Intervals. They're plenty good bands.
Okay, yeah. Or
C2.
Any instrumental.
Like that's modern progressive. Modern progressive metal obviously has a lot of banners. Periphery falls under that.
Yeah.
And they take the term djent. They're not just like playing one note on each, on like 3 steps down.
They actually have like 3 notes per song.
Yes, and like it's more. I'd say Periphery's obviously done a lot for that genre in air quotes.
Yeah.
They're like.
I wouldn't say they're the founders.
No, they're definitely not the founders. Like they obviously take influence from Meshuggah, Sixth. Like even you hear some like Dream Theater in there sometimes. Like August Burns Red.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did a lot for the genre, and like as djent's kind of dead now as we record this in the latter half of 2017. Like
dating the video.
They're one of the few bands that remains. It's like people still like, and they're like surprisingly enough, they're huge.
I nominated for a Grammy.
Huge as far as metal goes, but
yeah,
still like what the fuck.
Yeah, I didn't. I never expected them to be huge.
No, not at all. Like, oh, man, it's so weird to think that like Periphery of all bands.
Yeah, right. There's so alright. Don't get me wrong, but there's so many bad bands that should be way bigger.
Yeah, but I think true that.
Yeah,
but I kind of see how, because like
it's poppy.
It's very like they have solid song structures and like they're good songwriters, and catchy choruses.
Yep, that's it. That's all you need, dude.
Also, they also have like tons of endorsements.
Yeah.
And like all like you can't be a guitar player nowadays and not know who Jake, Misha, and Mark are, or like be a drummer and not know who fucking Matt Halpern, or be a producer and not know who not like.
Yeah.
It's like they're influences.
They're definitely known.
They are definitely.
So this band resonates with us. So we just thought that we would do our personal
worst to best
list of their albums.
And okay,
it's gonna be two opinions. It's gonna be my personal opinion and my fellow Sam's personal opinion.
That is correct.
So
yeah, I'm okay. But when we say personal opinions, like we kind of had trouble. We put these based on what we think is the overall quality of the albums, despite our personal enjoyment. For example, we'll get into like certain albums I don't enjoy as much as others, but I put them. We ranked them, and they only have 5 if we're splitting Juggernaut into 2. And EP, we'll get to the EPs.
EPs we will start with,
but
as they're not albums, and I think we can both say that they are
like vastly inferior.
Yes, vastly inferior to their other full-length works. But they're still good.
They're still very good. Like, I'd recommend. Okay, wait.
Minus the second half of Icarus. But that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, boy. Okay, we'll get to that.
Yes.
We'll do anything we want to... Yeah, so we're doing best horse list. These are what we think is the overall quality of the albums. These are just... Remember, it's just my opinion.
These are our opinions. These are not...
Like, just... Okay, we're gonna say some, like, mean shit, but, like, we love the band. We legitimately think all their work is great, and, like... I've seen them multiple times. Like, they're one of our favorite bands. We love the guys.
They're great.
They're awesome. It's just this is
our opinion. It's just a prank, bro. Okay.
So without further ado, we're gonna go into honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions
of the EPs.
EPs. We got the Icarus EP and the Clear
EP. So I think it's safe to say that Icarus EP kind of sucks.
Okay, Icarus EP. Look, Icarus EP does not suck, in my opinion.
Okay, so
it's just not nearly as good as anything else they've ever made.
Okay, well, it's just not a consistent listen. Like, if you look at it as, like, kind of a track pack where they just...
Alright, hold on. What's the track list? Let me whip out the track list.
Are you just going on, like...
Yeah.
Scroll up.
We got the track list.
So, I mean, if this song... It's... This album, after their first dropped, which was, honestly, it's still up.
Okay.
Still up, Adam. After their first dropped... People like they not blew up, but people recognized them. They're like, "Oh my god, these guys are technical." They were kind of divisive. So you have a lot of people that are like, "Man, these vocals suck. These are guitar tones. It's not music." And so Periphery, like hot off the heels. Wait, there's no way this came out in 2013. No, this came out in 2011.
Oh, I'll hit the Googles.
Okay, yeah, so they're touring their first album, and their label's like, "Hey, lol." So they re-record the 2 singles from P1, Icarus Lives, and Jetpack Was Yes. And I think it's safe to say that
2011.
Yeah, see, I'm right. I know my Periphery.
Yeah, 2011.
It's safe to say that the 2 re-recorded singles
they're good.
Are better than the original.
Yeah, they're definitely better. They sound a lot cleaner.
Especially like Spencer Satella, the vocalist of Periphery. Yes. His vocal performances are much better.
They sound a lot better. It's particularly in Jetpack Was Yes, where they just change it completely. Not completely, but they change one section of the song.
Yeah, the climax is much stronger.
And it sounds way better.
With that, Adam, could you sing it?
No.
Oh wow. Well, they changed the climax and it sounds good. And there's also like some fun bit tuny, what's it called? Like electronic bits, courtesy of Jake in the song.
Yeah,
like it's Jetpack Was Yes version 2 is much better than the original.
Yeah, for sure.
Safe to say.
Easy.
And Icarus, even the re Icarus Lives is good because like his growls are a lot more.
Yeah, they're much more potent and strong.
Emotive. Like because a big complaint with the first Periphery is that Spencer's growls are very emotionless, and like I get that.
I feel it. Yeah.
But on this EP in particular, they're much stronger.
So starting off the top of the album, we have New Groove, which is just a really cool genre.
It's a cool riff. Like you got some of the 3 categories: the 2 re-recorded singles, the Bulb demos they turned into songs, and the 3 Icarus Lives remix. And the Bulb demos are all great.
Yeah, the New Groove, Frack the Gods, Captain On, and Eureka,
all badass genres.
All great.
And like Frack the Gods is like we used to be a staple of our live show. Awesome, fun song.
Captain On's great too, and I think Captain On's. I love that song. I love all those songs.
Yeah, they're just fun because like Bulb.
It's just more Periphery.
It's more Periphery. It's more Bulb. You know.
Yeah, it's more Bulb.
Bulb is the name of Misha Mansour, the I guess quote unquote original guitarist of the band, and
founding member of the band.
And he's so like 2000. He went by the name Bulb for a while. Released solo material. Yep. A lot of the stuff on Periphery 1 is just his solo material, like.
And Periphery 2.
And Periphery 2, yep.
Much more, I think, Periphery 2 than
No, Periphery 1's more solo material. Periphery 2 has like Mark. We'll get on to this, bro. And yeah, so it's like this Bulb solo material is like but fleshed out is what makes up the majority of P1, and this continues on to P2. Or not P2, fucking Icarus EP.
Yeah, Icarus EP.
And all that stuff in the re-release singles are good, but it's like, as an album, it doesn't really flow. It's more just like a track pack.
Yeah, it's track pack. It's track pack. And that's a good way to
holy
describe
shit, the digital.
Okay.
The EDM remixes of Icarus Lives.
We understand what you're trying to do.
You're just having fun. I get it.
It just didn't work.
They're unlistenable. Like, they're so unbelievably bad.
They're just not what you want from a Periphery album.
Not at all. And
like
they're not. It's not good EDM. It's not good. I don't know what you'd call it. Metal remix EDM. It's shit.
It's not good. And we're sorry. We're sorry.
Like, okay, honestly, I can throw on Bulbous Remix and have a good laugh because like it's just terrible. It's just so bad. Like pop. No, this is straight up the worst song.
No, yeah, they're not. They're just not.
So just ignore that. But it's a nice track pack, and the re-release singles are better than the originals.
Yeah.
Now on to
the
second EP, Clear, dropped 2014.
2014.
Yeah, it's so Clear dropped after their second album, Periphery 2.
Yes,
and the concept of this album is kind of cool. It's
every member of the band chose a song that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like they wrote it and they did all the parts and stuff for it.
It's fucking sick.
It's really cool.
They wrote Remember has their own song that they wrote. It's fun. And like
but there's 7 tracks on the album.
Yeah, there's like an overture thing at the beginning that sucks.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just an overture.
It's like pointless. It's like 2 minutes of like random strings and then you got 6 tracks, each by the members of the band, and they're fun.
They're really fun, all of them.
And like this really is what's up until now, a lot of people had complaints that Periphery were too dense, or hard to listen to, which is bullshit. Because like I can name a million bands that
are just way worse.
But like anyway, people were like too hard to listen to, and they really refined their.
Oh yeah, they made it a lot lighter of a sound, I think, on a lot
more cleans overall, and like they're listenable. There's a typical verse, chorus, verse structure for most of these.
Well, there's only 2 songs with, or 3 with
4.
No, 3 with vocals.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
4 out of 6. Right.
The Nolly and Misha songs are.
Yes, Zero and Extraneous.
And they just sound like Bulb tracks. But anywho.
Yeah, they're just Bulb.
And like they're fun, and like the album's not like it's not the best Periphery release. It's a fun project, and
it's good. I think every song is good on it. Personally, I think.
And like Feed the Ground's
we're
gonna go deep into the members of let's just say that now. The members of Periphery.
What about
as we know them?
Okay, so we got.
So let's just go. So the first
Summer Jam
is Jake Periphery's track. So Jake Periphery, one of the 3 guitarists of Periphery.
Yep.
What a lad. Has his sexy Ibanez customs. Ooh.
You're talking about that. I can't really.
Yeah, he has his own. Anyway, he's a cool dude. That beard. Ooh, he's John Petrucci's nephew, which is funny.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his aunt is married to John Petrucci.
Oh, sweet.
Which is real. It's a meme.
Well, that's how they got. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, nice.
Yeah, and so that's like Jake has been with the band since like 2007. Long time. Bad boy.
One of the
Gent Reznor,
yeah, as they call him.
And like he like, to give you some perspective, he wrote like half of Race Car as we hear it now.
And that's just amazing.
So there you go. Jake's a quality guy. Feed the Ground is Matt's tune, right?
Yes, it's Matt. Yes, Feed the Ground is Matt's.
So Matt Halpern, or wait, what is it? Matt Halporn, as they call him. Yeah. He's the drummer. He can break. What's the line?
Oh,
he can break something with the sticks of his. I'm not a Periphery fan. I'm sorry, guys. Matt, but yeah, he's like one of the best modern.
He's a really good drummer.
He's sick. He holds those polyrhythms, improvises when needed.
Great live.
Great live. Makes those sick faces when he drums.
Yeah.
And always wears a V-neck.
Yep.
And he's a cool dude too. Like he does a podcast called the Chalk Croissants that I listen to, and it's generally filled with just like good advice and stuff, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Zedoni. Is that Nolly's or Misha's?
I think that's Misha's, but I will check. I will
I'll double check. Well, anywho, Misha, the electric light bulb man saw. So clear. Oh my, he's looking it up.
I have to look it up because I'm not certain.
So Misha is quite the lad. He's bulb. Like without him, Periphery would not.
It wouldn't exist.
It would not exist. And he's dope. He like kind of he pioneered like what we hear as modern gent or modern progressive metal in his bedroom by himself. You know, Sexy Jacksons, Horizon Vices.
That was his. I don't
Bare Knuckle
know.
Juggernauts.
You can't confirm or
No, it says it right there. Yeah, it was Mansoor.
Where?
We're right.
where.
See zero instrumental. Now scroll over to music. Right. No, just music.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Misha's
yes,
song.
It's
Misha's like
song. I was
it's
right.
fair to say like Misha's one like he is an innovator. He's amazing.
He's
Like
just
that-
a god. He's a jump god.
He's Jewish like myself, so we're kind of lads.
You're kind of
He
related.
invented gents. Well, not really.
No, he did not.
But,
Don't even say
like,
that.
he-
You'll piss off a lot of people if you say
he's,
that.
okay, he's a rad lad. He's a good songwriter. Without him, Periphery won't exist. He's kind of like the founding member.
Yeah.
Then Parade of Ashes. That's Sponsor's song.
It is Swan's
Oh
song.
boy, the song with heavy Nin influence.
Heavy Nin and yeah, definitely heavy Nin influence.
Oh,
That in the beginning really gets me.
oh boy, yeah. So
It's a good
So
song.
just to tell her, I'm just gonna get my
Yeah.
he joined the band in 2010 after their former vocalist left, and he like tracked the entirety of their first album P1 in like 2 months,
Yeah,
like a month.
really impressive.
Yeah, he's quite a lad. He's known for his insanely high singing
His
voice.
soaring highs.
Fucking A.
He's
a voice that goes up like an angel, down like it up. Yeah, so I want to die. Yeah, he's basically a male soprano.
yeah. No, he's not basically. He is a male soprano.
Yeah,
and
like,
he's just a god.
He's a dope guy,
And his
like,
growling is good.
a lot of people have said like he's the reason they can't get into Periphery because he has very poppy cleans.
That's true.
But like, in
I
the
think
end,
that's accessible.
he's a good like what's the word, vocal part. Like he writes good vocal parts, and like he's on a technical level he's very skilled.
Yeah.
Like he's a
And he
master
knows
of his
he's,
craft.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a guy. He's a lad.
Yeah, he also like mohawks on live shows. So what a guy! And there's like some great videos out there.
Great
on YouTube.
videos. Have you ever seen
Drunk.
Sponsors Fell? Yeah, drunk singing "Wish You" or "Since You've Been Gone."
Yeah,
That's-
and, like,
that's my
Thailand.
favorite video.
That's a good one. And then there's him doing Passenger.
yeah, that's
The Deftones song Passenger. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
that's funny.
He's a dope dude. Awesome vocals.
Good guy. All right, extraneous.
Extraneous.
Got Mr. Get
Nolly, get good.
Get Guru here.
Oh man, it's so Nolly's no
Rip
longer.
Nol, dude.
Nolly's no longer
Rip.
with the band. He's the former bass player, or one of the former bass players.
Yeah.
Absolute lad. He's
The second
like,
bass player.
Yes.
Second.
So he also plays guitar. He's written some of their best riffs, like Period Position.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Oof.
He's dope. He's dope. He has that.
He's a great production
plays-
guy.
Oh my god, yeah, like he's basically known for their like other than being a dope bass player. Like has some sick covers from like 2006 on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But he's a production guru. He's like I'm gonna straight up say like Periphery makes some of the best producers.
Oh, yeah.
Like and that's because
Thank
of
you,
Nolly.
Nolly.
He's sick.
He's
and-
going out to do better things, and he's still going to be working with the band in
Yeah,
production.
like
but he
they're
will
all
not be
still
performing.
buds. I totally like they're all very comfortable with him. leaving,
Yeah.
and I get it. And
Finally, the
Mark
Marku.
Halcombe. So Mark actually joined the band a little later than everyone else in 2011.
No,
No, it was in 2011.
no, it was like
Yeah, no,
2012
because
or 2013.
Alex Boyes leaves in like mid 2011, and then
Oh, really?
okay.
Okay.
Mark's like, oh shib, and so Mark and Jeff fill in. Alex and Tom both left.
You're right.
And so Mark Halcombe, third guitar player. Now you might be like, whoa, Periphery has 3 guitarists. Wow.
What? What even is a band?
Well, it lets you create a lot more complex guitar lines and like melodic stuff, and they're dope. And
It's really cool.
Mark's widely loved. He has his sick PRS signatures.
Oh, and the best Twitter feed out of
Oh
all
my
the
god,
boys.
I love Mark's Twitter.
He's a savage.
He's just a lad, and like he's a phenomenal songwriter. All of his
Great guitar player.
all of his riffs sound like solos.
Yeah.
he's like together they make Periphery.
Yep.
The song, the modern.
And I think that Pale Aura is my favorite song in this album.
I'd have to agree. Pillar is easily the best song.
Yeah, and that's Marku, so
Yeah,
that's it.
So overall, Clear's like it's good.
It's good.
But-
It's just good throughout, but like it's not...
important to know the members of the band, you know, before you devil about the
Yeah.
Click on Reaper, make sure it's still recording.
Huh?
Click on Reaper.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
So after making sure that we are still recording,
We are.
oh boy, 20 minutes in, we haven't even talked about our picks. And without further ado, after I take a drink of water,
Bum, bum, bum. The Judgment Day.
we're gonna reveal our
Number
quote
5.
unquote worst Periphery albums.
Number 5.
Which Periphery doesn't have any bad albums.
No,
so-
let's make that clear right now. Their Periphery, in our eyes, does not have a bad quote-unquote album. They just have slightly...
like slight variances in quality.
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be hard to explain, but me and Adam are both showing our papers. So I have. Can you see it? What? Can you see that?
Oh, no, mate.
What'd you?
Oh, no.
What'd you?
Oh, no, mate.
Oh no, mate. Okay, so I put
So Sam put for his choice for the worst Periphery album.
Periphery 3.
Periphery
Select
3,
difficulty.
Select difficulty. And I, personally, picked Juggernaut Alpha, which is the first part of the 2-part Juggernaut album.
Oh,
Released in 2014.
dude. Okay, where are we gonna start? Are we gonna start with P3 or are we gonna start with Juggernaut?
Let's start with P3, and just because we're going to go back... I guess we'll go back in time, because like we know where this is headed.
Yeah.
You know?
We
So,
do.
yeah.
Okay, so Periphery 3, their most recent album, 2016, right? Yeah,
Yes.
summer
Yes.
2016. I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, the scent of fresh lemon like my youth. Periphery 3. So this may surprise some fans. I think it's their objectively worst album, but well, actually no, because a lot of people consider this to be their best album, and like
It was much more accessible. It got nominated for a Grammy.
this is the album that blew them the fuck up.
Oh yeah, this is their completely
Breakthrough. Breakthrough.
yeah breakthrough in the metal community, I guess.
Yeah, well, not metal. I'd say outside metal, because like now a lot of people who don't.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Because this is the album that made a lot of people listen to Periphery.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing, as Periphery is great.
But it does have its quarrels, of course, which I agree with.
It's. Click on the album so you can see the track listing. So I'll just gonna say right here. I don't think overall. One thing that people complain about is Periphery, quote unquote. I'm saying that a lot, but it's just to let you know I'm doing air quotes with my hands whenever I say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people accuse them of dumbing down their sound throughout the years, and Periphery 3 is kind of like not the logical extreme, the logical conclusion of that.
Yeah.
Of their evolution.
Much more tame.
Yeah.
And like cleaner sound. Overall, cleaner and more accessible sound.
Yes.
On Periphery.
The guitars aren't as densely layered. There's typically like the songs have a typical verse chorus verse structure.
Much more so.
Yeah, very
than-
much so. And
than prior.
than prior works.
Yeah.
And the songs typically have just riffs for days.
Yeah, it's just riffing. The entire thing. There's not really many solos on a ton of songs.
There's 2 solos on the album.
Yep, you're
One in
right.
Price is Wrong and one in Absalom. Which
You're
are
right.
both great moments.
Yeah, they are.
And like overall, don't get me wrong, I still think this is a great album. I think overall, listen through, it's great, except for one thing. Okay.
Okay, don't even, Sam. Catch Fire is
The
kind
worst-
of a banger.
Catch Fire is easily the worst Periphery song.
I
of all
agree,
time.
but I do not think it is a bad song.
It's just
I really do not think it's a bad
okay.
song.
I'm just gonna go through this track listing. You got Price is Wrong, banger. Motor Mouth, banger. Minor Gold, banger. Way News Goes, banger. Main Indoors, banger. Habitual Line Stepper, banger. Flatline, banger. Absalom, Perfect Climax. Catch Fire, dog shit.
Okay, it's
Breaks
not that
all
bad.
the flow of the album.
It does break the flow of the album completely, but I really don't think that makes it a bad song.
I mean, it's not objectively a bad song. It's not Periphery. It's like,
not Periphery.
It's like
it is
3
not.
guitar chords, like with legit zero, with all cleans and like nothing
Not
really
all
cool
cleans.
going on. Okay, shut up! Shut up! Oh, God.
But does that really make the album so bad?
No, I'm just saying, focusing on Catch Fire, and okay. Also, Loon, I think sucks.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh my god, Loon's my favorite.
It's the worst closer.
It is easily the worst closer.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's their favorite moment at any Periphery show, or like that. It's so emotional, but it's not. It's not.
We were there. It's not that emotional.
Okay, sing the whoa. That's always fun, but like, come on.
Yeah.
It's not as well. It's all like when I first heard this album, like the summer 2016, me playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst, listening to this album, like I got to Lou and I was like, is this Periphery? Like what the heck's going on here? Like the lyrics are bad.
They're bad.
They are bad. Like I like the strings throughout, and I like how the song builds to something.
Yeah.
But the lyrics are terrible.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
Yeah, they are.
And like I don't think the main guitar frame, like the do 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 do
Yeah.
do is that strong.
No, it's not.
And I mean I don't think the climax is that great. And like okay, and now it's moving and our hearts are fluttering. Like what the fuck? And then it's talking about like
this is
tongues
metal, dude.
touch and something's touched and the tongues don't stutter.
It's lip. It's. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics.
It's,
I have to.
they're
I have
so
to.
bad.
I have to.
And it like, and the album as a whole is decently consistent, but like if you just cut Catch Fire and cut Loon and replace the closer with Absalom, I'm happy. Okay. And
The snow coming down like December burning up in the summer rays, but I'm not stumbling like a pretender, medicine flowing through my veins. Heavy eyes, but a tongue won't stutter. Mouths are moving and this heart's still fluttering.
I'm on my own. Okay, we're good. And then like the don't let go refrain at the end, like it's or do you feel the love? Yes, I feel the love. It's so dumb. It's so
really
dumb.
It's really
dumb. And like, don't get me wrong, they create cool stuff musically, but it doesn't do it for me.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
But I don't think
That makes it the worst album.
Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not a bad album.
No, I agree.
So
I don't think it's the worst album.
Me and Adam, I hate to say this, but we're kind of like Periphery elitists. We think their earlier work is generally better. Sadly, like don't get me wrong, Periphery has consistency, but we prefer the more technical stylings of their earlier stuff, and like this album is definitely the least technical.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree.
And like the songs are all generally pretty good. Like I don't know if this that's another thing. It's very consistent. I don't know if it has any of their best songs.
I love Absalom personally.
I do too. I like Flatline. I love.
Dude, fucking Prayer Position.
Okay, they're all good songs,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know if they reach the same heights as like The Bad Thing or Race Car.
Okay, true. All right, we'll get there. Don't worry. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears to my number 5.
Which is Juggernaut.
Which
Alpha.
is Juggernaut Alpha, the
Which
first.
I am super surprised at.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. I liked Juggernaut as an album, completely as an album. I think it has a beginning and an end, very distinctly, and I think that it starts well and ends well. But like,
dude, you're just wrong right here. You're just wrong.
No, dude, there are some songs in this album. While it has an overall flow because that's telling a story, there are just some songs I just don't think need to be in here. Like, why is Heavy Heart in there?
Heavy Heart.
Like, I realize it tells the story through the lyrics, but it doesn't mean
Heavy
anything.
Heart is just like Heavy Heart is like a better Catch Fire. It's a fun,
I agree,
it's a fun pop song with a cool bridge and some prog stuff going on.
I just don't. It doesn't.
So you're telling me right now you'd rather listen to Catch Fire?
No,
than
I
Heavy
would
Heart.
not. I agree that it's the better song than Catch Fire for sure, and I don't think a Black Minute into MK Ultra is a good transition. I don't like that transition.
Okay, no, I kind of understand that.
I don't like it.
I like that transition.
It's like, it's so calm and like serene and just like epic, and then you just get and I'm like that. I'm like that's way too much. Like,
I mean, I like the transition, and then the elevator music at the end of MK Ultra.
that is good. It's very creative, but like
This album flows so
it flows
well.
very well. But I don't think it's consistent enough. I don't like. Why is the event in there? I really don't need that break between that and the between.
Okay, I mean, I kind of get that, but
why?
It's a nice. It sets the that motif in there.
Why
it puts the motif in the listener's mind?
I feel like okay. I like. All right. The problem with this album I see is that they went way too hard on the story, and that's true for both aspects. More so in the first half.
When you say both aspects, you mean both?
Both sides.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get that, but
it's really, really lyrical heavy, and they focus so much less on.
Okay, but
overall sheer
this,
like
as a whole, I feel like this is more technical than. Actually, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Don't. I know exactly what you were gonna say.
I mean,
and it's not.
When this came out, a lot of people were like, "What the hell? Periphery
exactly
sold out."
I don't think they sold out, but I just think they became so much less technical, and the songs are so much less memorable than they were on that, or even P3. Because like I still remember the Flatline chorus to this day.
Yeah,
it's great.
Flatline's like one of the best songs.
Yeah, it's so good. And like, why is Four Lights in here? It's a pointless transition.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
it's a dope instrumental track.
Well, then put in a longer one.
Okay, fuck you, Adam.
Because like
it's a cool. Okay, look. Let's just talk about the way Periphery wrote songs for the majority of P1 and P2 was them just like taking bulb demos and like adding stuff in.
I know.
And this is their first real collaborative album.
I understand that, and I don't know what it is, but it just it appeals
they're trying to
so
tell
much.
A story, and like I think over like the second half of the album's awesome. Like the Scourge, Alpha, 22 Faces, Rainbow
I
Gravity,
agree,
and Psychosphere are all like amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
So like,
I also think that there are a lot of I don't know why the end of the Scourge is there, and I understand that it's just it's repeated in Psychosphere, but I don't know why it's there.
Okay, I mean it could be a separate track, but it's great. It's like, yeah, it's kill them. Like puts the kill them slow in there, bro. Like
I know. I don't think it's consistent. I don't think it's as consistent as P3. And I know P3 has Catch Fire and Loon, but everything else on that album is absolutely insane.
I mean, I'd argue that, like, the way the news goes.
Okay, true. The way the news goes, Remain Indoors, and, okay, Habitual Line Super is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Habitual Line Super is fucking
It's just those two songs, though.
They kind of kill the mood a little.
A little, but not to the extent that the event just takes you out of it. And the way that Four Lights takes you out of it.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Fuck you, Adam. This album is like possibly their best flowing one.
I think it's their best. I think it flows very well, but I don't think it's consistent enough, and it's not nearly as technical as what we had before.
That statement is true, and I see the consistency thing. But when I'm listening to this album, like,
oh, I'm not saying I don't love it. It's a great album, but like,
okay, the first 4 tracks are mood setters, and like the fact that the album is backloaded is way better than if the album is front loaded. And, like, it kind of eases you in, and then you just get the awesomeness that is Scrooge through Psychosphere. And, like, I love that. But, like, I think the first 4 tracks are necessary to set the mood.
I really only think that A Black Minute and Heavy Heart are it. I don't think MK Ultra needs to be in there. Because MK Ultra, as far as I know, doesn't help with the story at all.
Are you kidding me? It introduced... Okay, in the story, MK Ultra introduces the main character, or us as listeners, to the cult.
Yes, I know that.
Or like,
but like they just say that in Heavy Heart too.
Okay, I mean I get that, but like it's heavy and it's sick.
It is sick.
It's a babe, shall we go out as a girl? I
just don't think it has a purpose in the album.
I mean, I think the heaviness is there.
The heaviness is there. But I think that...
And, okay, dude, this concludes so well. Like,
I agree it concludes so well. Psychosphere is an awesome closer. But when I'm listening to Psychosphere, I just want to get to the second half of the album. That's another thing,
I totally disagree.
Well, okay. All right.
So, any more debates on this matter?
I don't know. I think we've gone over the points, and I think we can...
Yeah, we're going to talk about these more.
Yeah, for sure.
So my negatives of P3, it's... not as technical as their previous work. It's a little more accessible, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it has 2 weak tracks in my opinion.
Yep.
So in your negatives of alpha are...
It's not consistent. There's filler that doesn't need to be in there. Even though it does help it flow, the filler...
Yeah, okay, the transitions in these songs...
They flow great. I agree, they flow great, but there's too much. In my opinion, there's too much filler.
Valid opinion.
And as well as, I don't think a lot of the songs are as epic, or technical as some of their later stuff and most of their early stuff.
Point taken. Okay, make sure Reaper's still occurring. Keep on, like, checking that.
Okay.
Alright, so, let me reveal... Gosh, this is a little hard. So,
Number
do you
4.
see this one?
I do.
I mean, that's about where I figured it would be.
Yeah.
So, my fourth pick for the fourth worst Periphery album.
Fourth best.
Best Periphery album. Is, Juggernaut Omega.
Juggernaut Omega, which is the companion disc to Juggernaut Alpha, which we discussed earlier. And my fourth pick was Periphery 3, which we had talked about.
So
you should start because we have more to talk about with you than with me.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay right here. I love Juggernaut as a whole.
I do too.
And when you kind of split it apart, it's not as strong, in my opinion.
I agree with that statement. Yeah.
While Omega has, like, argue one of the best Periphery songs, The Bad Thing. Like, holy shit, The Bad Thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Infectious riff, sick lyrics, just a sick performance by the entire band.
And Stranger Things, and Omega, and Graveless. That being said, and Priestess is good. But the reprise...
I mean, you need it. I think that is necessary.
You're making the same argument during an Alpha.
No, but it's different, because it's the second album.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just go Psychosphere into The Bad Thing.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't make sense. You need that. You need that break. That break, I agree with, because it's a whole new concept.
Yeah, it's after Psychosphere is great. By the way, it's where he like kills everybody. It's dope. Or where the main character kills.
No,
everybody.
that's Graveless.
No, that's when he kills himself.
No.
Yes. Let it bleed. Pour it out. Feels the life drains from within.
Hold on.
Adam does not know the Juggernaut story. I'm done. This kid does he even know who Periphery is? I don't know.
Shush. Keep going.
So Psychosphere is kind of is a great like ending to Alpha, because in the story of Juggernaut, it's where the character kecks everybody, gives into the voice in his head or his darker instinct, and like lets it all out. Okay. And like there's the stop fucking bullying, stop it, like grab and let go. Like, okay, I swear I'm a better growler most of the time, but I'm tired and so my voice isn't there. But like the stop fucking pulling, it's time to release the grip and let go is dope, and Psychosphere, awesome song. And so after that you get the reprise, which like
I think it's necessary because it's a whole new album. You're ready for a part 2.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the reprise just gets you into it again. That I don't like the transition between that and The Bad Thing, but I do think that the reprise is necessary.
I mean, I get that. Because, I mean, it seems it's a little takes me out, but Bad Thing, dope, is Priestess next?
Yes.
Yeah, Priestess is a cool acoustic song. Is it the
acoustic, but yeah. Huh?
Yeah, it's almost entirely clean as a dope mark.
Awesome climax.
Awesome climax. This screams up.
Yeah.
I love that song. And like Graveless is really fun. It's just
Graveless is so fun.
It's a fun Slipknot. It's basically a Slipknot song.
No.
Graveless?
No way. No way. Do you hear you know the riffing on that song? It's insane.
It is insane, but I don't know.
I would not even compare it.
It has a hype intro into catchy choruses and like good riffs throughout, good climax, good ending. And it's where the main character of the story kills himself or herself.
Whoever it could be. We don't identify genders here.
We don't accept the gender binary. And then, okay, I think Hell Below is the weakest track on the 2 albums.
Oh, no. I think it's the weakest track in Omega. I don't think it's the weakest on between Alpha and
Omega. Well, I mean, I personally think it is. It's just kind of all. It's like kind of like MK Ultra, but drawn on for a little too long.
Yep. Yep.
And like it's very heavy, and I appreciate that. And like Spencer, his vocals are great. Like in the second half, because he's like he's like really frying, you know.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
And it conveys the emotion of the character, and it's 8 strings, and it's sick.
And it's
so it's like an Amir level breakdown.
yeah, it's pretty sick.
And it's good. And then I love the transition into...
Oh, it's so good.
Don't do that.
So good.
I love the transition into Omega, the piano jazz interlude into the main riff of Omega. Awesome.
Yeah, so cool.
And Stranger Things is dope. But as a whole, like, I could see myself listening to just Alpha. I could never see myself listening to just Omega.
Really?
Wow. I could easily...
I feel the exact opposite.
How?
I feel the exact
So
opposite.
Alpha's like a fun, like, 45 minutes of just,
it's also a poppy 45 minutes. I forgot to mention that.
You did forget to mention that.
It's very
this
poppy.
is like... It's just... That's a very...
So poppy.
Okay, shut up. It's a fun 45 minutes, but Omega is like... I need to be invested in the story. Like, I can listen to any of the songs in Omega except for Hell Below.
Yeah.
Or Reprise, because that's not really a song.
Yeah, you don't...
Out of context, and love it. But, like...
Yeah, you could not listen to it. I got that as, like, one...
Yeah, like, you can't just throw in, like, lol, I'll throw on the Reprise through Stranger Things. Like, you just don't do that.
No, yeah.
You listen to either...
All of it, or one of it?
Or one of it, yes. Or, like, sometimes Omega into Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Which I do sometimes. It's fun. Love those songs. And yeah, I just don't think it's the flow also I don't think is as good as Alpha. And so, yeah, those are my arguments.
Okay.
So, what are your reasons for P3?
So P3...
Because, I think...
I really, really, really don't like Catch Fire. I agree with that. I really don't like that.
I agree with
I really also think that the album is much, much more consistent than Alpha is.
Ooh,
because every song until you hit Catch Fire is just...
No, I totally see that.
Like,
totally
every single song. And, like, you hit all the major players except for Prayer Position in those first 8. Every single one.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, it's just consistency and how consistent it is. And it's so reminiscent of their first 2 albums where everything is just consistent.
Yeah, I'd agree. You know, good point.
Because, like,
so why'd you
additionally, it's much less poppy than Alpha
Are you
is.
kidding me? It's way more poppy than Alpha.
No, but it's poppy in a different way.
So how is Alpha poppy?
Alpha is poppier because you just get a bunch of like surreal like Spencer cleans under like a poopy guitar riff that's just like do 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 like
fuck you.
Like and
fuck you.
But P3 you get like The Price Is Wrong and you just granted that's not like a poppy song. It's stuff like I understand
like Marigold.
Like that's a cool clean chorus with an awesome riff under it. Yeah, like it's so cool.
7/8's the new 4/4.
And like it's just embodied Periphery more for me than Alpha did.
I mean I may agree with that statement. I may not.
Because
but like
the technicality is much farther
tell me a song like shit. The Way the News Goes isn't like way poppier than any song on Alpha.
Have you heard Alpha the song? The title track?
Okay, I mean also the album.
I think that they are poppy to an extent, but I don't think that they are.
What are the harshes on The Way the News Goes?
I gotta look at the lyrics. Hold on.
Yeah, see, you can't even think of it.
I know, but like if I see the lyric, I'll know.
I will too, sadly. One good thing about Periphery is those lyrics are easy as shit to memorize.
Even if they're not great.
No.
Like, I know the entirety of Catch Fire. I don't know about you.
Lock eyes.
I feel like I have to listen to the song.
No, we're not listening to the song on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. But yes.
Where the hell is the...
There's stuff... They're in there. I know they're in there.
But, see, it's basically an all-clean song, and... So it's poppy, but it's still good. It's a good song.
It's a good
That
song.
Mark riff is sick, and the blast beats in the chorus are sick.
Yeah, like, and the same goes for Remain Indoors. I think Remain Indoors is the
It's a much superior song.
Yeah.
Doo 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 doo.
Yeah, easily. But like, the album is, I think it's just so much more consistent than Alpha. So much more.
I mean, it's a very consistent album, but on top of that, I think most of it feels samey.
Samey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that it does feel very... It is kind of repetitive, whereas a lot of Periphery... Well... a lot of Periphery is, but Alpha is not. I agree
Alpha's
there.
not repetitive.
Alpha is not repetitive, and neither is Omega. Juggernaut that is the one thing that I do like about those albums. They are not repetitive at all, because every song is different. Because it's a different part of the story, so that is true. I will agree there. Okay. Final arguments for Omega being your number 4.
It's just I can never listen to it out of context.
Yep.
And Helpless not even that bad of a song, but it takes me out, and Reprise kind of takes me out. But in the full, as a whole, when I'm listening to Juggernaut, I enjoy every song.
Yep.
I'll say that.
So Periphery 3 is my third or fourth choice, is because it's better than Omega in its consistency, and it brings back to the technical sound that Alpha didn't. I think that...
I mean, it's still not as technical.
It's not as technical nearly as the first 2 albums, but I think it's very...
Like those riffs are so angular and like so well built, and they're dope.
They just sound really good, and like that's...
And the production on P3 is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Like, I was listening to that and
Nolly really went out of his way.
Oh my god. You can hear like every individual drum hit like through the mix. You can hear like all the guitars just sound amazing, like with the bass.
It's so good.
And Sponse's vocals are like floating on top.
Yeah, it's just it's a
great.
really well produced album. That too, yeah. Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
I don't think you'll be surprised by my
I don't think you'll be surprised by mine either.
So I give.
Yeah. And mine's...
What is yours?
You know what mine is.
It's Omega, right?
Yeah, it's Omega.
So, I had Alpha, and Adam had Omega for his number 3.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Sam, if you would like to begin as to why you think that...
I think... Okay, so, I think... Don't shoot me here. I think Alpha as a whole is a stronger album
than
both P3 and Omega. Like I said, listening to it, you get invested in the first 3-4 songs... Then you get into the last 5 or 4, or however many.
6.
Last 6.
Yeah, because there's the fucking
like. Let me just. Can you whip up the Alpha track list again?
Yeah,
it's right there. Like, let me just say, like, okay. Despite how poppy Alpha is, one of my favorite Periphery songs.
It is a banger.
22 Faces is one of the only Periphery songs with a consistent 3-part harmony.
Yep.
On guitars, and it's sick. One of my favorite Periphery songs. Rainbow Gravity, sick riff. One of my favorite Periphery songs. Like, Alpha's just backload all these bangers.
I don't like Rainbow Gravity.
Dude, so you're telling me that that climax isn't awesome?
I'm not saying it's not awesome.
Actually, that's just actually the pre-chorus, but the climax is like, this is the calling of the human race.
I know, but like
it's so dope. And it's like so epic.
That's 22 Faces.
And like
that's 22 Faces.
No,
yes,
wait. No, that's Rainbow Gravity.
No, this is the calling of the human race, and no time will suffocate. Da 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 da.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What's Rainbow Gravity?
Exactly. You can't remember.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
I love the opening of Rainbow Gravity. Okay, I'm sorry. There's similar songs.
Yeah, they are. I think 22 Faces is the better song. So
farther down this road.
Yes, that's the one. That's the
okay.
one.
They're both dope. The Scourge.
Okay,
that was dope.
Look,
the
Scourge is a 6.
That was like one of.
I think that is the best song.
It's very well written. Well, okay, another thing it's great about Alpha is like one of my biggest things with P3 that I don't enjoy is that it's verse, chorus, verse. With Alpha, like the songs consistently have irregular song structures.
Yep.
Like Scourge, for example, is totally different.
Fucking awesome song.
Awesome song. It's just like all verse and like bridges out, and then
there's
like
quite a good amount of verse, chorus, verse in the album, though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, there is, but like it feels the transitions between it feel a lot better to me for whatever reason on Alpha. Like 22 Faces and Rainbow Gravity, bring them up again. Kind of weave in and out of it very well.
Yep.
Like, if first time you're listening to it, it's like almost not like it's verse, chorus, verse. It's just like all good.
Yep.
And the climaxes on both songs are sick. And then Psychosphere is an awesome album closer. Like, seriously. Awesome. Emotional climax.
I can name one better.
Okay, I can name one better too. I can name two better.
I can name two better. Yeah.
But it's a sick closer, and it really gets me pumped for Omega every time.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. I feel.
So why do you have Omega?
Okay,
That's
look,
it.
there is one bad song in Omega. I do not count Reprise as a song. It's
Yeah, it's
not a
not.
song. But there is one bad song. And I don't even think it's a bad song. It's just a less...
It's lesser than the rest.
It's lesser than the rest.
Yeah, because, like we said before, Omega is has, like, some Periphery's best cuts.
It is an absurd amount of just pure insanity. You have The Bad Thing. You have Priestess, which I think is to a lesser degree, but still awesome.
So, like, Mark's riff on that is amazing.
Yeah. Graveless, which is just
Dope.
absolute savagery. And then
Omega, which is, like,
13 minutes or 11 minutes of just absolute
dopeness.
Just
like,
dope.
probably their second best song.
and then Stranger Things, which is arguably better closer than Psychosphere.
It's that song they named the Netflix show after.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, funnily enough, when I first saw Stranger Things, I was like, "Oh wow, is this a Periphery show?" Like,
no,
joke.
you did not.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because of course Periphery's big enough to get a TV show, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. But yeah, I think it's simply that. I think that additionally, the transitions on all of the songs flow fantastically into another.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Except for the Priestess. No, Priestess and Hellbow, because
how's Priestess end?
Priestess it just ends and it's. Oh no, it's Priestess into Graveless, and
that's great.
That's great because
the Graveless transition to Hellbow is great.
What is it?
It just gets heavier and then it builds to the do.
No, you're right, because the priestess to Graveless is the same way that Reprises to Bad Thing, where
it's just kind of nowhere.
Where it's just like the Reprise just does it finishes and then it's yeah. So I just think that the riffing is so insane on this album.
Oh, dude, Bad Thing's like one of their best riffs, and it's so simple.
Yeah.
Omega's main riff, whole.
Yeah, and your prize of Alpha in there is, I think, better than Alpha itself because it's more emotional and you know where it is in the overall context of the album and what it's saying and showing.
So dope.
Yeah.
Well, that's Cost. Well, actually, that's a chorus.
It's so good.
Omega's great.
And then Stranger Things is just an awesome closer because it just wraps up everything, and you're like, "Oh man, this is just
and then
orgasmic."
it loops back into the album.
Yeah,
because it loops directly into a Black Minute at the start of Alpha.
Yeah, and like that's so awesome, and I don't think that Alpha does that. It just doesn't do that for me. It doesn't give such an epic feel. The entirety of the album.
I feel that. I totally feel that.
Granted, I don't know. I feel like I could listen to Omega front to back. I could.
I probably could, but like I wouldn't want to. I'd always, like name one situation where you want to listen to Omega before Alpha.
Never, but that's just for lyrical content, though.
Well, and like theming as a whole.
Okay,
because you want to hear all those like motifs.
Yeah, you do.
And when you hear the, fuck. What's the Alpha chorus?
Stop bleeding on the inside. We are alive. It's putting up the pain.
And like it's like at halftime and it's epic.
Yeah, it's so good.
And you just like come into your hand.
Yeah, it's just so good. And I don't think Alpha or P3 does that for me. It just doesn't give such an awesome sense.
I totally feel that.
Does not give
I totally feel that. I think P3 may come close with Absalom.
Yeah. But like even then, it's not as aggressive and abrasive as Omega is throughout, because this album is just absolutely just slamming your head into a wall.
Like seriously, just like that title track Omega, it's just like them playing their best riffs. Like,
yeah,
oof,
it's just so good, and Absalom is great because it's just so like it's so grandiose and just so like. Like,
and like it has okay. I'll say right now, Absalom has maybe the best guitar solo on any Periphery album.
I think so.
It's very emotional and like
and that bass line, dude.
Also, I know this is off topic, but I love how Absalom like how Spencer delivers his "Rescue You" on that song.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, it's calling back to the earlier album songs.
Yep.
Because he says, yeah, as opposed to you, and it's like, oh boy.
It's oh boy. But
Oof.
yes, that's
Yeah,
Sam final argument.
Alright. Goddamn, we're back again.
We're back. No, not again. We're back. We're back.
With a brand new track. And
Yep.
I don't mean tracks in a new case. I'm
Okay, stop. All right, so we're finishing up. I think we finished with that.
We probably were like right about to come to a grand conclusion.
Yeah.
But I think I remember. I was gonna say it. So like when you split up Juggernaut, it sounds good or something, and like so you gotta morph it together.
Yeah.
And like both our Juggernauts were pretty close to each other.
Yep.
Like they were interchangeable virtually.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we have the exact same list for the next two things. Like we do.
Perhaps.
No, like look, we do.
Or do we? Nah.
Yeah, there's no fucking way you put P2 over P1. Oh! You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Oh my! Oh my! What?
Sam is seizing at the current moment.
What the hell, Adam?
Nope.
What the hell? Oh, what? Oh.
Say your reasoning.
So, well, no, we gotta say our picks.
Okay.
So my number 2 album is Periphery 2. This time, it's personal.
My personal choice was Periphery 1.
Or just Periphery.
Periphery, yes, Periphery.
Their debut long play record.
Yep, that's it.
Like,
That's the
okay,
one.
right now I'm fucking floored. Because me and Adam, like, for the past, like, however long we've been listening to Periphery, have, like, been hard set that Periphery 1 is their best album. So I'm kind of amazed that Adam chose Periphery 2 as their best album.
Yeah. I say your point.
Okay, so at this point, like, I wouldn't say Periphery 2 is flawless, but it's pretty damn good. Like, whip out the track. It's like damn near consistent as you're gonna get. Like, every song has an atmospheric intro in Muramasa. It has an atmospheric and a good song. Closer in Masamune. And, like, everything in between is just a good, straight-up melodic gent or modern prog metal song. Like, every single song has great riffs. Every single song has great choruses. And every single song typically has a good climax or, like, guitar solo. Except for Epoch, which is just kind of like a palate cleanser. And, like, for the most part, it's a very good album. And, I mean, I think... I just can't... I'm still floored by Adam, but I think for the most part, Adam would agree, and, like...
Mm-hmm. I would.
However, I will... The reason I put it behind... the reason I put it on my number 2 spot, because you don't know what my number 1 spot is because I think, like, as a whole, certain songs are... I hate saying this because, like, every time we say something's poppy, like, keep in mind, we're talking about a melodic metalcore band.
Yeah.
It's, like, by nature, it's going to be poppy.
Yep.
So it's kind of dumb that we're making fun of that anyway. But as a whole, I think Periphery 2 is poppier,
yep.
lighter than
it is.
Periphery 1.
It is.
And songs like, don't get me wrong, Scarlet, oof, love that song. But, like, it's a pop song. And same with, like, Alpha or Catch Fire.
Yep.
But still, like, I don't know. And for me, as like, this album is it flows well. It flows very well. All the songs flow well individually, but it's very much a verse album.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, I'm not gonna say the other millions of positives there are, but
give this one a listen if you haven't.
Yeah, seriously. No, these guys, if you're listening to this, unless you're just a fan of the channel, which I don't.
You're not. You're definitely not a fan of the channel.
Someone is watching their, like, hottest metal frontman 2017, and then this
popped in the feed.
Yeah, it's popped in their recommendation.
True though. Let's not lie. Let's not lie to ourselves.
So you're just hearing two shitheads give our opinions.
Our shitty opinions.
But, like, Periphery 2, I'm gonna be real. Like, if I was ranking this list based on personal enjoyment, it would be at the bottom. And like I think it's a good album. I just don't think it's like it's not perfect. Muramasa it never did much for me. Masamune never did much for me. Like I think like they're both, don't get me wrong, good atmospheric opening and ending, but like I don't know, the whole album's great. Like there's not much bad to say about it except that's a little poppy. And I'm not gonna save all the positives because I'm gonna save those because there are a lot of positives.
Yes, there are.
But I do not think it is as overall strong as my number one.
Okay.
And you, Adam.
All right. So, Periphery. Now I know that the popular opinion
is that Periphery 3 is the best album.
Periphery 3 is the best album, which is wrong. Our popular opinion.
Yeah, see, you guys know that YouTube. There's these like I don't want to be sexist here, but these teenage girls that clicked on us after watching BuzzFeed or something. They all think that P4 is the best album, right?
Yeah,
and they wouldn't be familiar with the classic video of Periphery fans burning their sweatshirts when P2 drops.
Yeah,
which is a great video, by the way.
Yeah. So, Periphery 1. Starting it all. Fucking fantastic album. Don't get me wrong, dude. Every song is just a banger. Every song. It's so consistent. It is so consistent. And every song, like, you know the chorus too. Even though it's not like poppy, you know the chorus to it, right?
Or the hook, yeah.
The hook. Like, you know it. Like, I could sing like any of these songs. You put the beat behind them.
Yeah, right.
I can sing any one.
And like I know okay, I'm gonna save like all my praise.
Yeah,
because I want to hear.
But the one major flaw is that there's no structure.
But that's the best part of it.
But like,
I thought you were gonna say Spencer's vocals.
Well, that too. That's definitely a downtrodden for it. Is like they're not good. They're not good. Like, they're good, like, you know the epic parts throughout the album where they're really good, but, like, for the most part, they're weaker than they are
in any other
album. Like, just, like, sound-wise.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, the way it sounds in the mixing.
There's a lot of auto-tune on this album.
Yeah, and it just does
Or pitch correction.
Yeah, pitch correction. It does not sound good at all. Like, I can name like 8 billion spots where it just does not sound good.
But the instrumental P1.
Instrumentals are great, but the album does not flow. It doesn't. It doesn't flow, dude. Like,
are you kidding me?
I understand that most of the songs transition into another.
But like, the song... Okay, I don't. So are we just gonna like throw down here?
Pretty much.
Okay, you know, fuck it. Okay, if it isn't clear right now, my number one pick for best Periphery album is Periphery's debut, Periphery.
And mine is P2.
So I'm just gonna fucking rip your throat out right now.
Okay.
Okay, so Periphery 1. Okay, actually, before we start killing each other, I'm just gonna lay down some historical context. So Periphery 1, Periphery really became a band in like 2007, 2008, after Misha kind of like wanted to do stuff with the music he'd been writing. So he gathers this group of traveling troubadours, right?
Gotta hate you.
That was good. And they start like playing local Maryland, because they're a Maryland band, like venues and doing some small tours. And then after like years of, they get an incredibly good, like obscenely good, it shouldn't have been this good, record deal with Sumerian, who gave them exactly what they wanted. And then they record their debut album. And up at this point, almost every song is based off of a demo that Misha or Bulb had already recorded. And the other band members like made changes, obviously, to like the songs. But it was mostly Misha's project. And also Spencer, the vocal, like he's on every Periphery album. Like there was Chris before him.
Ooh, yes, I think his name was Chris.
Yeah, Chris Barretto. I'm sorry, Chris, you're a good vocalist, but he had written the lyrics and most of the vocal parts on this album, like left like 2 or 3 months before this started, and Spencer just came in and laid them all down. So, and he used pitch correction for a lot of cleans, and like his growls typically do not sound as good as they will in the future. That being said, he still delivers a solid vocal performance, but the vocals are probably the weakest part of the album.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, back to what I said about these being based off of Bulb's demo material. Is it's a lot looser. The
Yeah, it
song,
was Jake and then Casey and then Chris. So they had 3 vocalists before Spencer.
yes, but Chris is like the one the one before him, and so JP. Well, when little did we know Matt actually left the band. Oh, I'd cry. But sorry, Adam's looking at Wikipedia and it's messing me up. But the song, that being said, the songs being Bulb's, based on Bulb's demos, they're much looser. They're not verse, chorus, verse. The songs very much flow. They play to their own pace. They flow in this very cool way. Everyone builds to a great climax with some dope heavy riffage throughout and some nice technical parts. Maybe some electronic spritzered throughout. And it flows, in my opinion, the best. Like, individual song, on a song-by-song basis, it flows the best out of any Periphery album. And the technicality and the performances, in my opinion, are the best out of any Periphery album. I totally get the vocal criticism, but I'm willing to overlook it. Oh, also, we didn't even talk about the fact that this album was originally meant to be an instrumental. And you can really tell, like, these things,
you can tell, and I think the vocals do take away from that at some level.
Certain point, I know what you're saying, but like,
at some levels it does, and at some levels it doesn't.
But you can definitely tell these songs were written to be instrumental, and then they just kind of threw vocals on top.
Yep.
But it works, and it works well, and it has their best songs on it. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop checking this on sick in a second. You can defend P2, but legit, every single one of these songs is like the best Periphery song, except for Jetpacks Was Yes, which is just too pop.
Okay.
And that even Jetpacks Was Yes in the version 2 is better, but even that builds to an amazing climax. But like, Insomnia, amazing. The Walk, the heaviest shit they've ever done. Letter Experiment, amazing. Thrall's Hard, Grooves, Light, amazing. Climax, Chorus, Grooves, all new materials. Like, I go on and on. Icarus Lives, the Periphery song. The intro groove to End All Grooves, man.
I agree.
Zaglarox, Buttersnips, the best. And then I just don't.
Look, I understand.
The creme de la creme. The best Periphery song. Race Car.
I will say Race Car is the best Periphery song. I will admit, and I have always been in support of this because it is just the fact.
It is the fact.
It is the fact that Race Car is the best Periphery song. I agree.
Amazing. I see light in her eyes.
Yep, I see light in her eyes. Yep.
Or is it your eyes?
No, her eyes. Or someone's eyes.
Someone's. Okay, look, I swear we're fans. We know the band.
We know. Okay, so every point you made was valid about P1. Every single one. But I think that the climaxes and the riffing, the structured riffing on P2 is better than on P1. The structured riffing. Because, like, the tons of, like, scales and just jaunts that go on in the first album are epic. But, like, there are just some heavy hitting and just like absolutely ball smacking riffs on P2. The G riff, as mentioned before.
Oh, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Well,
not Chase the Obscene. Frog and Bullfish has one of the best climaxes in a Periphery song, and you cannot tell me that is not true. Yeah. Ragnarok has one of the best climaxes in any Periphery song. I can go on. There's Luck is a Constant. Make Total Destroy. Like, all of the songs just have insane climaxes. And I don't think that some of them are not better than the first album. I agree. But I think that it is much more memorable of an album to me, and the riffing is better than on P1. I will remember Race Car forever, but I will not remember Total Mad, and I will not remember Light. I don't know how those songs go.
What? Light's like my favorite.
I remember every song on this album and how it goes. I know how every song goes, except for like Epoch, but I don't need to know what that is. And I will say yes, Epoch does not deserve to be on there because it's not a real song.
So you think Muramasa is a better opener than Insomnia?
No, but I really like Muramasa. Dude, to ourselves, like it's so good.
Okay.
Like
dude. Yeah, no, it's cool, but Insomnia.
No, I agree. Yeah, I really.
So you can tell
Yeah, I agree that Insomnium is a better opener.
Insomnia.
Insomnia is better
Winter's
opener.
Gate, album of the year. 2016.
Insomnia is a better opener, and Race Car is obviously the better closer.
Yeah.
I think that the album is a more compact structure, more tight, better, way better production.
Okay, yeah, that is
Spencer's vocals are way better.
But that's also very true.
And I think that a lot of climaxes are just better than on some of the P1 songs.
Go back to Periphery 1's track list.
Okay.
Legit, every single song has an incredibly memorable climax. Like, every single song. Whether it be a dope-ass solo or, like, an amazing vocal part. Like, every single song. And, like, as a whole... Okay, my biggest gripe against P3 is, like, it embraces the melodic metalcore side a little too much. Like, I know Periphery 1 may sound the worst, but
I think P2 has the best balance. Because there are those metalcore aspects that you have to enjoy. You do. Like, the Scarlet Chorus is fucking great. You cannot deny that it's great, even if it's melodic metalcore. It is an absolute banger.
Like, what about The Walk? Like,
don't get me wrong, dude. That song's insane. But you have to have a happy balance.
Yeah, but, like, there is a happy balance on this album.
No, I feel like this album is just all chaos.
Yeah, but, like, that's the point.
I know that's the point, but, like... It's much more... I don't want to say easy to listen to, because it's not easier to listen to.
Yeah, but it's still dense as shit.
It's super dense.
So Adam's a Marx fanboy, I can tell.
Look, I just think that more memorable climaxes, way cooler and more compact riffing and structure to the songs.
You're just wrong! You're just wrong!
That's not wrong, dude.
You're telling me the intro to legit every song in this, like, Butter Snips, Ziggurats,
Okay.
All My Feelings, Icarus Lives, The Walk, Letter Experiment, doesn't have, like, the best fucking gent riffs you've ever heard.
Look, dude, it's really hard, and who knows, maybe I just picked it to be a talking point, because I know you would choose P1.
How can I choose?
I just think I will listen to P2 in full more than I will listen to P1 in full. I don't know why, but that's how I feel.
Dude, I'm gonna it's a pain.
I know, it's painful. And the Race Car will always be my favorite Periphery song, no matter what.
Dude. Yeah, man, okay, actually, you know what, we're gonna bring up some dumb points that don't matter, but we're gonna talk about them anyway.
Okay.
The lyrics of Periphery 1 are better.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Okay,
no. I disagree.
I think
they're all bad.
Okay,
to be honest.
let's be real. Periphery does not have actually. I think Juggernaut has their best lyrics overall.
Yeah,
because it's telling a story, and it's not just Spencer just like jotting down notes and saying "fuck."
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But like seriously, like at least all the lyrics are just about obscure ass shit on Periphery 1, and like you can apply them to any situation. Like, what does it mean to bow down to gods of walking forward? I don't know. Or like Icarus Lives. Like, what the fuck?
I really can't touch the lyrics of Periphery because they are separate. They mean nothing.
Spons himself because fans. In response to fans coming up to him being like, dude, this song means so much to me, he's been like, wow, like, it's cool that these people can get like this meaning out of songs that I can't. Like, as the person who writes these lyrics. So, like...
You cannot use that as a justification in anything.
Like, serious, like, I don't know, it just feels more visceral on Periphery 1. Like, serious...
It's gritty. It's really, really gritty. And that's respectable.
Like, I remember way more lines on Periphery 1 than I do Periphery 2.
Really?
Yeah, like every one of these songs has a dope-ass tagline.
I agree with that. But, I don't know, dude. Something about P2 just gets me going, dude. I don't know whether it's some cool riffs or what.
Okay, well, you know what? Periphery 2 has the better... I mean, okay, you know what Periphery 2 has that Periphery 1 doesn't have?
What?
Mark.
And I think that is a huge point. Because I think
Mark's... And
Nolly. So, like, it's just... The production's infinitely better. And that third...
Even though Nolly didn't produce P2.
But he has the awesome bass, everything.
You know,
the awesome bass and guitar. I don't think
like, I mean, so, like, one of my favorite Periphery songs, Frog and Bullfish, that intro's a Mark riff.
Yeah.
And, like, you hear Mark noodlings throughout this album.
Yeah, and like, they're great. They're so great.
But, like... Okay, honestly, I feel bad defending Periphery 1 so much because, like, it's their first album. And, like, I really feel like the band has evolved and, like, while I prefer the older sound, I do appreciate the direction they're going.
I really feel like P2 is a perfect evolution.
Yeah, but then, like, they did...
I don't think they evolve...
But, I mean, you don't feel bad at all defending P2 when they've, like, evolved to do, like, a lot more, or to become more popular and, like, find the sound that they enjoy.
Yeah, and I mean... I feel like, again, P2 has that balance. And I feel like, I don't think that, like, saying P1's the best album is a bad thing. I mean, I totally agree with everything you're saying. But for me, I just think that the points of cooler, tighter riffing with...
So you're telling me right now that, like, Make Total Destroy is a more memorable intro riff than, like, Butter Sniffs? Okay,
no.
Periphery 1 is the king of intro riffs.
Yeah, king of intro riffs. You can't remember shit else.
Are you kidding me? I know I can like recite all these songs from memory. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna say as a statement, as a testament to P1 is I've learned almost every single song off of P1 on guitar, and like I've learned like 2 songs off of P2.
Why?
Because P1 has more memorable guitar parts that are more fun to learn.
Don't try me, you told me. You tried to learn G, dude.
G's just G's the hardest song Misha's written. He's been on record saying that. It's impossible. And like, I cannot play the intro to Make Total Destroy. Like, because I cannot tap on the 12th and 24th. Never mind. All the gent riffs are very fun to play, and they're very memorable on this. And I don't think a lot of the riffs lack that punch on P2.
I really think that P2 is the more serious album. I think it's more serious than P1 because...
How?
Because it's tighter, it's more compact, and there's structure. I feel like if you have no structure, then you're just a drone metal. When you say
structure, what do you mean?
I mean, like, I'm not saying verse, chorus, verse is always the way to go, at all. But I'm saying, like, the riffs, like, and it feels to me that the songs, while more simple...
They're not even that much simpler. They're still technical shit.
Yeah, they're still super technical, but like, for some reason, adding that verse, chorus, verse element helps with the pacing of the riffing, to me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the pacing of the riffing in each song.
P2 has the guest solos.
Exactly.
Actually, P1 has the guest solos.
Okay, but you got Petrucci.
And what's his god? He's the Guthrie Govan has a.
Does he have P2 solo?
Yeah.
What solo is that?
I think it's either I always forget.
It's
on the first half of the album.
Then it's it's probably Luck is a Constant.
And maybe
or Facepalm Mute.
It's one of those two. And I don't think. Okay. Also, this is me just being picky at this point, but I don't think the vocal melodies as a whole are as good on P2.
On P2?
Actually, who am I kidding? The vocal melodies are better on P2.
Yeah, they're better on P2.
But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. P1. I'm just.
If you love the guilt and let it die. Life, that's so clear. Dude, I just think that it's just... I don't know if it's a stronger album, but it is a cleaner and more polished album than P1 is, I think. It's cleaner, it's polished, it's refined. It's an evolution of sound that sounds really good.
Okay, so let's just... So... If P1, if they retract, like, now, Spencer retract every vocal on P1, what do you think would it be?
Would it be better than P2? No, because I don't think it's just the vocals. I think the vocals are a big part of it, but there's definitely other versions that are part of it, too.
Other versions of it.
Other parts of it that are important.
Yeah, I just think you're wrong, Adam.
I know.
I mean, for whatever reason, P2's like the one Periphery album. Actually, no, I can throw it on. But P2's the one album I've just never like gone really into.
I don't know why.
Like I like listening to all the songs.
One day it clicked for me, and I was just like, "This is a fucking dope ass album."
Like I like listening to every single song except for Murmosa on this album. Like in and Solidarity.
Solidarity.
In solitary. Like, I can listen to literally any of these songs on its own, but like, I feel like it's just not as good as an overall package. Whereas, like, every song in P1 can A, be listened to on its own, and B, be listened to in the overall package.
I feel the same about P2, except for Epoch. Fuck Epoch.
Fuck Epoch. I mean, a lot of people think P2 is the best album. A lot of people think P1 is the best album. And even more people think P3 is the best album.
Which is a wrong opinion, by the way, everyone. Wrong opinion.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but like, I know you got into the band with P3, but
just go back.
Please go back.
Okay.
No, there's definitely like, it's painful. Dude.
I know. I'm sorry.
Race car.
I know Race Car, dude. Race Car is its own entity, okay?
Okay, also, one advantage. One more advantage I'll give P2 is that it has like some certain like melodic undercurrents throughout.
Yes.
That don't exist on P1.
No, every song is different on P1, and that flow, it's not consistency either, but it's...
I mean, there's like melodies of like Muramasa, Ragnarok, and Masamune all have like shared parts of each other, and I guess it makes it cohesive.
It's cohesion. It's the cohesion. All the songs, it's not flow, but it's just connect. They all connect.
Yeah.
Where P1 is literally every song is random. You can't even tell me that it's not, because it is.
But that's what makes it fun. Okay, like I don't know. I just need to get over like me thinking Periphery is like a super technical metal band. I'm just enjoying that genty melodic metalcore sound.
It's not that bad though on P2. It's not. It's really not.
It's still wicked technical, but I don't know. It's just something about like I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I feel like if they replaced like half the cleans with screams, I'd enjoy it more. Or not screams, harsh vocals. Sorry. I hate when people say that. So
I don't know, man. The world may never know.
The world may never know. So in conclusion, I'll list my top 5 in order from worst to best. Ugh, God damn it, man! I just can't. I'm still like floored, dude. Absolutely floored. So I want my number 5 is Periphery 3. My number 4 is Juggernaut Omega. Number 3 is Juggernaut Alpha. My number 2 is Periphery 2. My number 1 is Periphery Debut. Best album.
My top 5 are Juggernaut Alpha at number 5. Number 4, Periphery 3. Number 3, Juggernaut Omega. And number 2, Periphery Debut. And at number 1, Periphery 2. This time it's personal.
This time. Okay, Periphery's song names generally suck too. Okay, actually, there's song names aren't about the album names suck.
I think it's funny. I like selective
It is funny.
It's a meme, dude.
It's
a meme. It's a good meme. Okay. And on that note, we always have memes.
On that note,
leave what your choice is in the comments.
Yeah.
You can name your top 5.
No, I don't want to see your fucking top 5. It's gonna be P1 is worse because you've listened to it you've listened to Icarus Lives like once. And
they have an opinion.
Too heavy.
Hey, Sam, they have an opinion. Let them put it in the comments. We can't prevent that. That's how it works. Also, support net neutrality.
Yes, that dates this podcast.
Doesn't matter. Support it. Please. Support net neutrality, please.
Please.
Because
by the time this thing drops, they're gonna be paying like $20 to get YouTube alone.
I'm alright with that.
You'd pay $20 towards YouTube?
No.
Exactly.
But I won't.
We wouldn't get any more money.
I'm kidding. Okay, support net neutrality.
And Race Car is the best Periphery.
Race Car is easily the best Periphery song.
I see light in Adam's eyes.
Okay. That's kind of weird, but that's okay. Okay. Good afternoon. No, I can't even.
We didn't even talk about Ragtime Dandies, dude.
Ragtime Dandies. Okay, let's be honest. The best Periphery song is Ragtime Dandies.
Without a doubt. Actually, what really hurt is I was like in a Periphery playthrough, like one of the bands for like Flatline, I think. I have no idea. I forget. And like one of the top comments was Jake Bowen and his 7 strings of wonder. And like all the replies are like, what? I don't get it.
No.
It's like, you normie. Listen to just P3. Oh man. Okay, P3's not even. Periphery's consistent discography.
Periphery is fucking great. Get into them.
Get past the vocals. Get past the gent.
Is 6th better?
No. Yeah, no.
Next time on
Whatever this shit.
whatever this fucking show is called. I don't remember.
Cut it.